when I first started the 3D Foundation, people all the time would be like, this would be such a good direct sales company. And I was just like, people that don't have good products do direct sales because they need someone to make you buy it. And this is actually an amazing product. So I don't know if you know, but we don't have to do that. And I was really, really dead set on it. I actually even got in an argument with Rachel over it. And she was like, I really think that would be the way to sell it. And I was just like, you're just dead wrong. So sorry. But it was kind of in the back of my head, but not in a way that I was actually considering it. And my goal was Sephora. That's what I wanted. Sephora used to be my favorite store ever. Now I go in there and I'm just kind of like, you guys don't have all the good stuff. So I just hang out in the skincare or the hair care area. It's kind of boring. But that was my pinnacle top goal. And my other favorite store, and I used to ask this question, if your dad could own any store, what store would you have your dad own? And my answer was always Free People. And it probably still would be because it has so many good stuff. But the first people to contact me to come into the store was Free People. So I was so honored and so excited. It's my favorite store. My dad doesn't own it, but I could still, sell some makeup from there, and that would be so cool. And I started working with them, and the more I was working with them, I remember every time I got off the phone, as we were kind of starting to plot and plan how we were going to do this release, every time I got off the phone, I would just be so bummed. And I would just be like, I don't know if they really understand it, and I just don't know if they're going to take good care of it. And it's kind of like if you had your baby, and it's just your precious little baby, and then the babysitter's just kind of not getting it. And you're like, do you not like her? What's going on? And so I was just kind of concerned, but I was just kind of, very lightly moving forward. They'd be like, okay, what are next steps? And I would be like, let's call again. What's next steps call again in a few weeks while I think about this. And in the meantime, I got this call from another direct sales company, and they wanted to merge or something, but ultimately that wasn't what was in the plan for me and for us. But I was on the phone with him, and the reason that he was calling me was because his wife had been on a girls' trip, and they had just had this impromptu party, and he was just like, so girls are already selling their stuff in parties, which is kind of nice, but if you pay them, they'd probably do it more. And so I was like, okay. And the last thing he said to me when we got off the phone was, he said, the best advice I can give you, and he was a very successful owner of a very successful company, he said, the best advice I can give you is don't go retail. And I was kind of already feeling that way, and so it really did sit with me. And then I just said, okay, there are all these people selling this product and all these people that are supporting me. And that was something that I just felt so indebted for. Because when I started the company, I was living in my parents' garage, and it was carpeted. So it's not so bad, but I was living in a garage still, so I think that counts for something. And just with my little baby, Christian, and then I gained all these followers doing the blog, and then they all supported me and helped me change my life. And the life of my children, and I have a ton of children now, and so a lot of lives. And I always just felt like I can give them makeup, and I can make them feel beautiful, and I'll never be able to give them what they gave me. And so when I started thinking about it, I thought, wow, maybe if we do this the right way, then we can give to other people what I was given, which was, at that time, I don't think anyone would have given me a job that wasn't on the ground floor. Like if I wanted to make $10 an hour, I probably could have gotten a job, but I wasn't really in a place where anyone would have given me a chance to do anything big or special. I remember I was at, just a couple years ago, another big, huge direct sales company wanted to talk about merging again. And again, I said no. But I went to go talk to the CEO, and I rode to the very top of this huge, huge, massive building. And he was telling me, he said, I've been in this business for 30 years, and there's always been this thing about this business where it's kind of like a little embarrassing for people to be part of it, or they're not super proud of it. And he said, the reason that we contacted you is because we noticed that your artists are so proud to be affiliated with your company. And we just see that you have something different and you're doing something different, and we need a little spark plug. And so he said, and if you don't want to merge with us, even if you would just consult with us and just give us advice. And you guys, I was going back down the elevator and just kept looking around and thinking, 5 years ago, they wouldn't have given me a job at all, probably, maybe a front desk girl. And now they're asking me to be a consultant to them. And the reason that's so cool, and the reason that it makes the artist program so cool for me, is because I had talent and I wanted to work for it, and I had all the passion in the world, but I felt like someone else had to give me a chance, and I felt like no one else was gonna take that chance on me. And then this whole group of women got behind me and took a chance on me, and once I realized that we could do that with the artist program, and give people with kids at home that wanted to be there with their kids, or with other jobs, or people going to school, or people that just want to be there for the special moments on the weekends, or at night, or in the daytime, whatever works for them could be part of it. And not just that, but one of the things, before I was ever even able to make a living with my company and with the blog and all of that, my dad would always say, your paycheck is the emails that you get. And it really was. Because at that time, when I was living in the garage, and I'd had just like so many hard things kind of leading up to that, and it put me in a place where I just was kind of just feeling like I was just a loser, and that I just didn't have a lot to offer, and that I wasn't bringing a lot to the world. And just those little emails and just people telling me that what I had to share made a difference to them, made all the difference for me. Thank you. So the heart of the artist program to me is that we have a sisterhood and a community. And can I just get a shout out? Because no one here feels alone, am I right? And we really, really, really do need that. And on top of that, for that to be something that brings income and gives you an opportunity that you give yourself is such a magical thing that I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. And I'm so grateful to the people that talked me into it. And the people that had parties and were doing it long before there was even a program. I know there's some of you here. Anyone? Originals? Oh, geez. So thank you so much. I love you guys so much. And I don't know what's next, but something.